Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of This Might Not Go Well. Yes, episode 36. You already know what it is. You already know. I'm the host, BB's Purpose Zone.
Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Slick Grayson. What's up?
Yes, we back with another episode this week. You know what it is. Before we get it started, please follow us on all social media at This Might Not Go Well. If you have any business opportunity, branding deals, please email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. You already know how we do it. Weekly check-ins. How you doing, brother?
I'm chilling. Can't complain. Last week was a cool week. I don't think nothing crazy too happened. I read a book finally, so I've been trying to get my reading game back up. I read
the book?
Rich Dad Poor Dad. That's the one I read. It's actually it's pretty good. Everybody that do investing always say it's a book you got to read. I'm thinking it's about to give you major tips. It's definitely a self-help book disguised as a financial literacy book. I enjoy a good self-help book from every now and again. So
of course,
it's a good read. I actually listened to the audio on YouTube while I was reading it, so I kind of be locked in even if I had my little ADHD moments. But good book. I got 4 or 5 other drinks I'm trying to tackle before the month is out. Yeah, man, just trying to stay dedicated. I got a vacation coming up. I'm on vacation, but I got an actual vacation if Delta don't wild out, so I'll be able to do that this weekend hopefully. Yeah, man, chilling, just in good spirits. I got to I tweeted I got to combat through the book that idea of imposter syndrome. So that was actually something good to think about. But I'll talk about that later. How you feeling, Brody?
Oh man, it's a sad week, bruh. I just find out more mortality, bruh. I got old, bruh.
You do got a big ass Timberland boot on one foot.
Oh yes. Oh man, the battalion just put a boot on me, bro. I'm out here limping, but I got an ill pimp walk now. I ain't gonna lie. I got an ill pimp walk. But yeah, I was, got a little slight sprain. Nothing too crazy. I feel like it's healing with the medication and everything. But I just got to wear this boot for a little bit. But other than that, this week been good though. Nothing too crazy. We're getting a lot of good response for our last episode. Shout out to everybody who listens, and please just go follow us and everything and listen to the previous episode. And I started listening to some of our older episodes, around episode 9 and 10. And bro, I just seen the evolution of this podcast.
Well, back when we used the same microphone, I had to yell back and forth.
Facts.
I recorded it directly in Adobe Audition.
Yeah, and then I realized, even though I'm still trying to get better with this whole talking thing, especially on the mic. I know last week I was a little bit rapido with my speaking, but I looked at the old episode and I was it was like a little breathe. It was I was over here breathing OD on the mic and everything. So I just like the transition that we are. We grown as podcasters and public speakers. So yeah, so that's good.
Big fact. Shout out anybody doing a podcast right now, but they don't pay us to say this, but get you a Rodecaster, get you some kind of middleman technology that will allow you guys to have your own personal mics, allow you guys to, kind of have your own channels, be able to edit and give everybody the proper space. I think that's something that goes so far, especially not saying amateur podcast, but just something that you're doing on your own at home, whatever. So Rodecaster Pro is a great one. That's the one we use over here. Shout out to Rode. Y'all want to sponsor us? I mean, we done bought so much of your shit anyway.
That's a fact.
But yeah,
you got the mics, the headphones.
It is interesting though, hearing old stuff. Even like you said, going through old clips. Whenever you put up the clips, I'm like, oh, okay, it's not as cringy as I once thought it was. And it's to the point where it's all right, now I'm listening for other inflections in tone or stuff that we learned back in school that we never thought we would use. We thought it was a bullshit course in communications.
Yes.
Side note, communications, that's the degree to have right now.
That's a fact. Just looking back too, and now doing this podcast now, now I listen to other podcasts because we both been fans of different podcasts before. Now I can see I kind of get it now. Now I have a different perspective on the podcast that I listen to now, and I can see the flow. I can see how they go off the docket, and now certain stuff now click now. Before I was just listening for entertainment, but now doing it.
It's like an art form. Almost.
Yeah, it's an art form, so it's nice to research, and and also shout out to I ain't gonna lie, this was off the docket, but the new Roy and Maul podcast is hitting, bro.
It is. It actually.
Yes.
I was skeptical. But them boys is putting out original content. It feels authentic. It doesn't feel like it's one voice. Like it's like you get to hear an equal amount of both of them. So it's dope.
And then that cooking video with Belly was a dope. It was like, you know when you interview like a hip hop artist and whatnot, you want who's on your top 5, random, them typical questions and stuff. But they really talked about a lot of stuff with Belly, and I really got to know him. And I heard of his music before, but I never really
you wasn't engaged in who he was or what he was putting out.
And then they came back with another episode, and then it just flown great. And I'm just like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. A lot of people doubted y'all off the gate when y'all situation happened, but
I was one of them. I can admit it. I admit when I'm wrong.
And they shooting right now. The numbers is looking good. They just getting a nice flow. The response been nice. Hopefully they keep it up though.
That's a fact. They 7 episodes in? 6?
Yeah,
7?
I think 6.
6.
If you're not counting the other stuff, but
Also, shout out to them, man.
And shout out to the Joe Budden podcast, even though I don't really listen to it like that since then, but still shout out to them.
I feel like his model changed. Like he's like, because it's like it's barely promoted on YouTube anymore.
They re-released it. Now they go on Thursdays and Sundays now.
That's what it is. And I know they got the Patreon, but I'm not in the business of paying for certain content.
Yep.
If it's not going to be like, if it's bonus content, it's like, I get it. Like I saw they had like an episode like Johnny Blaze. They had like other guest episodes, and it's like, you got to pay for this. I'm like, I'm good. Ain't nobody's really ripping podcasts right now. So,
and the side note about Joe, I mean, like, I know everybody's like kind of praying for his downfall real quick because now they realize like the situation was him and it was his fault. Me watching Joe over the years, I know he's gonna be good. I feel like he's the type of person that always loved the state of conflict. He thrives in it. He loves people doubting him, and he loves proving people wrong. So I don't think that he's gonna fall under, but he's gonna have to revamp the show. And shout out to him though. You feel me?
Big facts. Shout out to everybody that's podding right now. You got a podcast coming out too. Like I heard Jamie Tox might be working on some. Like, shout out my dreaded mom, my boy. He's supposed to be here today, but something happened. He gonna be with us next week, hopefully.
That's a fact.
It's a lot of guys. Southside Jet Up, I'm killing it on Twitch. I'm like, it's a lot of people in our immediate circle that's doing some dope stuff, and then on top of just podding, just everything. So we
shout out to your second podcast that you do with them.
Oh, podding on the B side. Jamie, release the episode. Jamie Tox, we did an episode maybe 3-4 weeks ago, and Jamie Tox is holding it hostage. So I don't know what's good with that. I'll have to run up on him soon.
But yeah, so shout out to everybody. But this week, man, we got a lot of stuff to talk about this week, man.
Boy, do we ever, because the super spreaders are out and about.
Hey, now we got 2 events that's super spreader. We got the Rolling Loud that just happened.
And Lollapalooza.
What? I saw a video of this girl on TikTok. She was just giving the experience of being in the COVID, in that COVID hot spot.
Or the COVID pool.
Yo, they was all bunched up together, sweating. People was passing out because, of various dehydration drugs and whatnot getting carried out. Everybody was on top of each other.
Yeah, nah, that ain't.
And that's why Florida is becoming a new epicenter for the virus right now.
Bro, it's crazy because you know what it is? We got lulled into this full sense of security where now, outside is open, you got vaccinated, you can go sit in a restaurant. So naturally, I'm gonna travel, I'm gonna go to festivals. But then you realize you sitting in mosh pits, niggas that ain't washed their ass, they barely it's crazy. People just breathing on you. Like I went to an event last Saturday and I walked there with a mask. People looked at me like I was crazy. And I was,
yo, speaking of that, bro, now I still wear my mask. I'm fully vaxxed. I've been vaxxed since December. I get looks now walking in the street with my mask, bro.
Yeah, no, I don't play that. I'm not one to get sick. I'm not trying to get other people's children sick. Mm-hmm. So I be chilling. I be in. That's why I play the crib mostly now. I'm like, there's nothing outside. But
yeah, though. So the mosh pit and the Rolling Loud was just you just see everybody going crazy. What you know about the performances, though?
I actually did watch a couple of them. I saw Dababy. I saw Meg. I saw Mulatto. I watched the Coi Leray. Mulatto got some talent. She understands what sells.
And it's selling. That shit ain't jelly.
But she had a 30-minute set. Meg's set was pretty good too. Meg
was bricked up, bro.
But not for Meg though. You wasn't jacking Madame Stallion.
I didn't get to see her.
You see Meg's?
No, I didn't get to see
Meg's is pretty good. I've seen being able to see her catalog growth when she first came out. Cause what was it, Big Old Freak, and it was everything before that nobody knew. So now being that she had like a 45-minute set, it was like, oh, this is cool. Baby had a good set. Even brought out Tory Lanez, which is controversial.
We're gonna talk about his set a little later, but who else you saw?
I'm trying to think.
I ain't gonna lie, I was surprised at some of these artists who had a real crowd interaction. Young Nudie, I didn't think he was that popping. Like, I'm a fan. Go get his latest tape that he dropped. You feel me? But I didn't know Young Nudie was known like that out here. They was going crazy. Young Dolph basically had the whole audience singing his song word for word. Like, he didn't even have to really rap it. And then Chief Keef,
the legend.
Yo, cause you know Chief Keef, he basically retired for he never announced it, but he basically retired, bro. He didn't really he released music on his own time. He's not really releasing albums. The only thing that gets released is like the leak series, but that's just Lucy's that he just releases. But yo, he had a 50-minute set, nothing but bangers, and some of them was new tracks, like the Hadouken track that he released like 2 months ago. Crazy. You know, Finito, don't like,
Yeah, he got hits, he got classics.
Yeah, and I'm just like, he had one of the better sets. Lil TJ was good.
I saw TJ was good.
Speaking of Carly Rae, yo, mama, please stop responding to the hate. I know it's hard, and I know I don't really have the perspective of you of being a superstar right now and everything, but you're about to fall into the trap. Because you keep talking about the hate that you're getting from your performances. Now people are going to go see you now and purposely hate on you now.
About this, yeah. I mean, you know what it is? She's young. Success came fast because it's like what she said. She went from being Trippie Redd's girl to Benzino's daughter to, having a top, for TikTok, a top 10 song, top 5 record. And now
and a couple other TikTok
Yeah, she got a couple other records that's like bubbling in amongst that community. So it's just like, all right, now it's like, well, what else do you do? And I think that also, like, a lot of the hate, a lot of it isn't warranted, but I think a lot of it comes to, like, people say, like, yo, so what else do you got for us? You feel me? Because it's like, all right, you're an artist, but we know you like the baby voice. That's an act, because we heard her talk, and she's quite eloquent.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, all right, so the baby voice, you just do that for, like, because you know it's going to get you a look. But now it's like we get to that thing about Drake. Like, when Drake said, like, yo, so what do you really do? Like, how long you going to be here for? Because at this point, everybody's looking for that quick hit, that quick, let me get my bag, give me my little couple $100,000, couple mil, and then, all right, well, what else you going to do for it? Because I don't see this going on for much longer. And that's not only trying to be a hater, just being like observant of how music music is very quick. It's very like boom, boom, boom. If you're not putting out consistent, look at the baby. We gonna get to him soon, but like his rise attributed to him dropping consistently and having at least 1 or 2 records that's going to catch the mainstream audience's eye. Exactly. And that's the thing. Quay had her record. I'm like, what do you follow up with now? Because like Big Purr didn't hit like he thought it was going to hit.
But she been dropping a lot of music.
Has she dropped something that we care about?
Okay, no. But she's been hopping on remix. Like, I know she just hopped on Sleepy Hollow's 2055 remix. She was on the BFB, the Pac-Man album. She had the song with DDG, Impatient.
That was a good record. But I'm saying she got 2 songs I can name on the top of my head. 3. Yeah. And I'm just like, all right. And they pretty much came out months ago. So now when you're on these festival stages, are these people, is the audience, remember, a festival, the thing that's so unique about it is you're getting a mismatch of fans. These people didn't pay specifically to see you. They pay for I'm paying $500, but I'm seeing like 15 to 20 of my favorite artists, depending on how the stages are set up. So it's like, you're already not there 100% to see you. So you're not getting those 5,000 people that rock with you and know all your words.
Yeah.
So,
and I think she was breaking some new records too on the stage. And that's why I'm like, I'm not going to tell you just to play your No More Party song, one time and exit the stage, but
sometimes it's okay to have a 5. They gave you your bread, give them a 5-minute set. I think I saw Bobby's performance. I saw the videos from Bobby, and they say he dropped that new track.
It was sounding high ass, but I ain't going. Yo, Bobby, he been playing the snippets, and the snippets not been it, bro. I ain't gonna hold you, Bobby. Whatever you got over there, bro, vamp it up. Because Roddy did good. And Roddy been doing good lately with his with the songs he's been releasing and the features he's been doing. But my fear is that Bobby been starving the street so much since he got out.
it might be an unattainable level. Like it might be like at a point where it's like I don't know what to expect. Like I'm just wanting to be. He's having fun. He's happy.
Oh, that's a fact.
So I'm like, in that regard, I'm cool. I'm like musically, I'm like I don't know what it's going to be. And he was gone. Like they took him away before he even got a chance to really get his feet wet. So you gotta think this is still. He still might have that 2014, 2013 mindset where it's like, all right, we're gonna figure out how to break it. Mind you became a bigger street legend because you ain't snitch.
Yep.
But it's like, all right, what are you going to talk about now? What have you experienced? And we know he was in jail, whatever.
But he's been in a studio with different people, so I don't even know how it's going to even sound because he was in the studio with Dababy. Then he was in the studio with a reggae artist.
Yeah, Quavo. It's
just like different sounds. So I'm just like, you got to release something, bro. You got to, like, I feel like whatever plan that your team have, I think the more you hold out, the more it's going to backfire in your face. Unless it's the best thing ever, which I'm thinking is not because he's still rusty. And I'm like, you should have took the Roddy Rebel route because Roddy Rebel, he only released like 1 or 2 tracks of his own,
and then did a bunch of features.
He did a bunch of features, which is great.
So you can follow somebody else's cadence. You can put it together.
Mm-hmm. Like he did the A Boogie, the Doughboy. You know, he's working it up.
The Funk Flex joint.
Yeah. So it's like with Bobby with this record, I'm just like, it did not sound nothing like Bobby, and I feel like people have been waiting too much. Now you're gonna get the hate.
I mean, I feel like anything you do in entertainment is going to generate hate. Like I said, as long as he got the bag, he's good. Like he already got to figure out maneuver through so much bullshit. It's like, all right, let's just hope that he's in a good space and he's prepared to, you know, when he does finally drop it. Because you know sometimes you hear the demos and that's just a reference track for what it's going to be. You know, or he puts one out to see what people are feeling. And like, all right, they're not liking this. We're gonna go back. We're gonna lock in. You know, reset. So it might just be that.
Yeah, but shout out to everybody that performed at Rolling Loud, you feel me?
I'm shouting out Meg again. I'm sorry, her performance, it was...
Oh, yeah, and then my boy who was there, he's saying like, yo, that shit look better in person.
I've seen her, was it Rolling Loud New York, like 2.5 years ago. Like, yeah, nah, that shit special.
Yeah, but now...
one of her nemesis.
Now they basically a duo now. Dababy. Where do you even want to start? You want to start with the surprise guest with Tory Lanez? Do you want to start with the
let's talk
LGBT
about let's talk about his set first. Dababy is a crowd rocker. Okay. I've seen him when Sugar, he was at Rolling Loud that year too, and he had like they put him at the midday, and if you like go to festivals as it gets later, that's the bigger the artist that they come out with.
Of course.
So Dababy had like a 3 or 4 p.m. slot, and he had City Field rocking. And to see that energy, like, he's a showman. He's going to put on energy. He's going to have you rocking with him. His songs are catchy and easy to follow along because they're only 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. So you have the energy. And I saw that. I was like, yo, this is dope. And then I was thinking, like, oh, before he said what he said, I was like, oh, he might be around a good while longer. And then boy said, you got the clip?
Yeah.
I don't even want to misquote.
Bro. So we're gonna start with the I just wanted to start with the Tory Lanez real quick.
Yeah, he does bring out Tory in the the Tory thing wasn't too outlandish.
Yeah, it wasn't, but it's like now you finally separated yourself. I understand that y'all was even gonna talk. I don't even think after the little the exchange between him and her man
party.
Yeah, I already know, but I think it was a chance of resolve. They could have resolved it a little bit.
But now she brought son out. Now it's like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, that's over with, bro. Because now you got him talking about restraining order now because he was a little too close with Meg.
Oh, I did say they might have violated it because they was on the same stage. I also saw too, like, it was interesting. Cause like, let's be real, Scat is a good song to hear out loud, but it's at the grand scheme of things, it's not a hit record. Mm-hmm. But I like it. I can listen to it on my own, and it's just like, damn, like, yeah, they both was performing the records they had together, and they both like made it a point. Like he said, yo, this is one of my favorite joints I ever did, and it was Cash shit. And I was like, this is still a big ass fucking record. Yeah. We never got the video.
And she cut out all his parts.
But she played all the records because those are big songs for her. Mm-hmm. But then like she did it without his part. He had the records that he had with her. He did his verses and left her off. So it's just a bunch of
pettiness.
It's supremely petty, and I understand where it comes from. It's also like it's very childish on both. Like, so if we this close, we can have a conversation.
Yeah, and then also Dababy didn't really do much. The video was filmed before that incident happened, and then the video just got released. And I understand what she meaning by you stick beside me, and whatnot, but it's like it's business.
But then he also didn't really show any remorse towards it, and I think that's the thing too.
What remorse? I agree with him in the sense of, bro, you making this more about me than the actual incident. Like, I didn't shoot you, I didn't boom you in the foot. You feel me? Like,
100%.
Yo, the people on his side and my people just released the song. It's not like I'm sitting here.
This is a chance to put more money in my pocket.
Like, I'm not going on a whole Tory Lanez parade. Like, yeah, I'm supporting my boy Tory. No, they have the stuff is money.
A lot of people are saying that too. Like, yo, they're not necessarily. He's not championing what Tory did. It's more so like, all right, well, let that. I'm gonna mind my business on that front. Yeah, I'm not drawing no lines in the sand to take money out my pocket. And he brought him up, and I was like, "Yo, it's cool." Like Tory, like we said, if we separate artists from from their incidents, Tory Lanez still makes some pretty solid R&B, hip hop collaboration s music. I still don't like rapper Tory.
Yeah, I don't like rapper Tory because that Playboy album hit, but the other albums, I was like,
the Loner. Yeah, I didn't like Loner.
Yeah, but the Playboy shitting me.
Playboy.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Jamie Toxx when he played the intro. Yeah. Yo, I've been listening to that song ever since, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
The album was good. And I think that's where it gets dangerous. That's like, even like doing a pod. Like, yo, y'all support Tory. Like, we listen to his music, but I don't support his decision making.
And then speaking on that, I'm on the field of I need more evidence now.
You want to hear more?
I need to hear more. I'm not going to stop listening to him until I hear more evidence. Okay, hold up. I already know Black Women about to cancel us.
They're about to shoot you.
Give me some time to explain myself. Like, once it comes out that he boomed her in the foot, yo, it's clips. I'm over him. Deleting his catalog because I deleted when R. Kelly shit happened and all that stuff came out. Deleted all that out, and I love Remix to Ignition, Hot and Fresh Out the Kitchen, and Bump and Grind. Come on now,
those classic records.
And then Step in the Name of I can't even listen to Step in the Love no more
because Kells wrote those songs about 13-year-old girls.
So I deleted it, but because they had evidence on him. They had evidence. They had witnesses and all that. I realized with the Tory Lanez stuff, it's a he say.
It's a gray area.
It's a he say, she say. There's two other people that was involved in that, and they hasn't come out. Tory Lanez has said he has not done it. Megan said he has done it. So it's basically a he say, she say thing.
And the people that were immediately with them both have conflicting stories.
Yes. So it's like, it's no concrete evidence. There's no visual evidence of him booming you in the foot. I can't sit here and automatically drop Tory like that. Just basically not listen to his music no more. Not saying I have to openly support him and chariot his parade. No, I'm definitely not going to do that. But for me to not listen to his music,
Put you in a tough spot.
Yeah,
you don't know.
You don't know. It's basically he say, she say. So it's kind of like, I don't have no problem supporting Meg. If there was a video right now that showed him, I would delete it off the rip, but there's no evidence, and he's saying he didn't do it. He didn't admit to it. He's been jacking it for a minute.
It's one of those things we probably will never find out until it's a court proceeding. So it's just like, why wrap your head around it? And then to transition from that to Baby's true outrageous comment, because people weren't even really mad at it. I was like, maybe it was done in bad taste.
Mm-hmm. I got the clip. You ready to play it?
I'm talking about like the Tory and the Tory Lanez part. This is some wild shit. Let's listen.
Lady, if you pussy, you didn't show up today with HIV, AIDS, any of them deadly sexually transmitted diseases that'll make you die in 2-3 weeks, put a cell phone light in the air. Lady, if your pussy smell like water, put a cell phone light in the air. Fellas.
Lights up.
Fellas, if you ain't sucking nigga dick in the parking lot, put your cell phone lights in the air.
Let's be real about this shit.
Yeah, keep it fucking real.
Some of y'all
Yo,
it was on so many different.
Hold on.
So many different pieces of the spectrum just now.
Nah, hold on. What homies talking about sucking dick in the parking lot, bro? Like,
well, they said that was deliberate because I think his video is very similar to the lilNasX video. Like, I think he was trying to take shots at Lil. That's like a big theory. He's taking shots at lilNasX.
But he has a song with lilNasX. He did the Panini remix.
Of course he did. That's a check.
Yeah, but I'm just like, bro, why are you shooting at him? Because he's been doing outrageous stuff. In the Panini video, he was doing outrageous stuff.
True.
So why would you take a shot at him now?
I just feel like if you like even the video he put out, outfit, I think it's giving what it's supposed to give or whatever. I think he like literally everything that he said on stage or like he alluded to on stage is in that video. But it doesn't make it better because he definitely like alienated a large segment of people when it's
That's
just like
a fact.
And it's just like, yo, bro, like Chris Brown said it best, bro. Just shut up, do your show, say thank you, and have a good night.
Yo, bro, I'm just like, yo, what happened to the good old days? If you had $5, put your hands up. If you had make
some
noise,
motherfucking noise if you having fun. That's all that had to be.
Like, yo, just do the fat man scoop shit. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to the fat man scoop shit? Stick it to
and
that.
He's losing bread. They took him off of Lollapalooza. He lost his Boohoo Man collaboration.
Dua Lipa don't want to put him on the track on the remix no more.
That's bullshit. Because she's just trying to follow the trend. She's trying to. She's protecting herself. Not bull. Let me take it back. It's not bullshit, but it's like, all right. Some people only say shit when they are immediately impacted.
Of course,
because the baby has shot niggas,
and that you know what, and that's my other problem with it. Because it's like, bro, he has said
he's done so much shit.
Yeah. So, but now because he offended the LGBT community. Now y'all going to just strip him off of everything like this.
He's canceling the baby so he drop another #1 hit with Roddy Ricch.
Yeah, and I'm just like, bro, I ain't gonna lie. I understand why they offended because you basically saying people with HIV was living a dirty life, which basically, is kind of like,
yeah, you don't know how they got that shit. You don't know.
Yeah, it could have been an accident. They could have been born with it.
I'm about to say,
there's different varieties that happen when somebody contracts that. It doesn't mean like they were just living a
scandalous life.
Yeah, and also I'm just talking about the whole. Who in the parking lot just sucking dick out here? Like, what type of parking lot is this, yo?
I'm in my big old age. I don't care what another motherfucker is doing in their private life. If I'm not with it, do it in private. I don't care.
That was just the most randomest shit. Like, yo, if you're not sucking dick in the parking lot, I'm like, wait, what type of shit be going on at rolling out?
It wouldn't surprise me if people was giving head in the parking lot and rolling out.
But the backlash been going crazy for him.
Yeah, he getting shot out from everywhere. Like I said, when CB said what he said, I was like, oh, you really fucked up. But Chris Brown came out the house. It's like, he said, well, this nigga ain't learned from me. Just shut up.
And he basically doubled down. He apologized, but he made some videos talking about, yo, my fans know
what I meant.
My friends know they don't, live a life like that. They classy. I'm like, bro, you just digging yourself more in a hole with that, bro.
I'm about to say, because you know what, the baby is definitely more loved than like the white community.
Yes.
I say he's gonna get love for black people. It's like we see through the constant releases, and I'm just keep putting out. It's like
then jumping on people's track.
Like it's not saying it's bad music, but it's like, okay, how can we see you grow as an artist? We know every 4 months we're gonna get a new baby record. That's pretty cool. That's sound like something we're gonna want to hear. You gonna want to hear it in the party, you want to hear it in the whip or whatever. Well, what's next? Like I said, it's like all artists are getting to that point where like, all right, what else are you doing? You feel me? Especially if you have such a giant personality. But now it's like, bro, you booming, like that's a big part of your fan base. You probably ain't realize it.
Yeah,
that is a major part.
Because I'm like, yo, you forgot, the rock star shit was you transitioned with the rock star shit.
He was a pop star.
Yeah, you turned into a pop star with that record. So now I'm just
Dua Lipa record, one of the biggest pop songs of the last year.
So I'm like, bro, you gotta realize, like if he did that before he popped, he went to the pop side, it would have been that crazy.
Rapper the baby says some dumbass shit. That's it.
But now you the pop star.
You was a Rolling Loud headliner, and you made sure to show your ass.
And you
can't condemn. Like I said, especially like you're a rapper, you still a nigga.
Yeah,
you're not getting that off. There's no pop star that's getting that off. So
and then a lot of people talking about the free speech thing. I'm just like, the thing about free speech is about against government. It's not about not facing no consequences for your actions.
You're dealing with the court of public opinion.
Yes.
That's probably in our current day and age. That's probably stronger than federal courts, just in the sense of like they're going to hit your pockets immediately. At least a federal court, you get to go to trial.
Facts. So I'm like, with this freedom of speech, yes, he has the freedom to make that comment, but he also have to face the consequences of making that comment. So a lot of people have been preaching this, what happens to freedom of speech? Yeah, you can say it, and it's supposed to protect you from government.
Don't protect you from the niggas that's cutting checks.
And that's a fact.
You missed out on your, $80,000? How much they was going to pay him for Lollapalooza? You just lost that check.
And then he got off a Lutter Festival that happened, and then now you're getting off of songs, getting off of fashion deals, and now people... But to be honest with you, our cancel culture...
It's selective.
It's selective. And then also, it ain't going to fully cancel him.
He'll be back.
Give a lot of person, give a lot of stupid stuff that happens when in a couple months he comes out, he continue releasing records because I know that's his plan. He's gonna continue releasing visuals and records.
He about to drop another album. He's what 3 or 4 singles deep into whatever this next project about.
Yeah,
to be.
so he's gonna be all right. So that's why I'm just like the canceling. Ain't really doing much for me no more. Like
cancel culture is very selective. I saw somebody tweet this shit earlier. They was like, "Yo, you got people like Madonna talking about this shit." Like Madonna, first of all, that's a relevancy grab for you. You ain't been popular since you kissed Drake and he kissed
fact.
So it's like certain people, and they was like, "Yo, but y'all do this to white pop stars." Not making this a race issue, but it's just like certain people need to just shut up. If you were offended by it, that's okay. But if you're using it as a clout grab, like, come on, bro, grow up.
Yeah, because a lot of people just talking about it. I'm like, with the Dua Lipa. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Even though I know you have business with him, that's why you had to speak up. But there was like other people that spoke up. I'm just like, y'all just doing that just to grab a little bit of attention from him.
Say so and so says this, so and so says that, and it's just like, yo. All right, we get it. If man's losing his bread, we get it. He fucked up. But now don't try to make it like that. It's like, all right, it's probably not as extreme as this. Like the Chris Brown thing. I know I'm a Brezzy fan, but it's like every time that nigga come out, oh, here go this abusing ass nigga. Like, I be like, what? That's the hill y'all gonna stand down for every drop. Yeah, it's like no matter what he do, was like, yo, at least with the baby, he said some wild shit. And I'm like, this is not the wildest shit he has done.
That's a fact. He has killed niggas multiple times.
He's told stories about killing people.
He has knocked niggas out in a designer store
and recorded it and then turned it into treatment for his next video.
Like, come on now. Like, what we doing here? Like,
I'm just saying, we are very selective with
and also, I don't like that. I don't like y'all niggas bringing up Pop Smoke with the Dua Lipa thing. Cause
they definitely did.
I'm like, let that man rest, please. Let that man rest.
Like that Pop. What did Pop say?
Like, in the Dior song, like,
niggas is gay.
Yeah, I'm just like, chill out. My boy, don't cancel him now.
I mean, it's a terrible song though, so it don't matter. We don't care. I will not lose any sleep if they take that Dua Lipa song off that album.
Yo, that's a fact. But it's like keeping the same energy though too.
Yeah, you can't just like when it's harmful to you. Like we love Pop. Nobody said nothing bad about what Pop be saying.
Yeah,
that's why I didn't think he was gonna be as big as he was. He said that shit. I was like, this is the second song, my nigga. You sure? I was like, you fuck with niggas because niggas is what you don't want to make it like an innuendo. Like,
yeah, but I mean, that's how niggas talk in our community. Even though
that's the truth. That's another thing that is very.
Yes,
we never really spoken about it, but it's like the way that we interact and speak with each other, like on a grand scheme of things. And once you're mainstream, you have like some clout, people eyes on you. It's like they really want you to uphold that image of what they think is a famous person, what they think is a role model. It's like the Charles Barkley commercial. I'm not a role model. I'm a regular person. I know I have responsibility because my voice is a lot louder, but I can't completely change every part of me. You feel me? And again, not making an excuse for the baby. What he said was like, read the room, my nigga. Read the room.
That's a fact.
You're wildin'. But also, it's like, yo, coming from the inner cities, we talk to people, we told our friends crazy.
Yeah, bro. Cause yo, for a long time as a kid, we grew up saying if anything was whack or stupid,
you would attribute it to being gay.
Yeah, that's gay. That's gay. Even though now we understand that's wrong and that was a wrong thing to talk about. And even though gay means happy, so it sounds stupid when you find out the definition of the word. Like we basically saying that's happy, but that was just the way how we talk. It was necessarily a shot at gay people. Yeah.
And it's like as you get older, like you said, you learn how the world works. The world is not set in one way. You try to like if you're in an inclusive setting, you're not going to say that. You feel me? And then some people, let's call it space. Some people it's just I don't want to say ghetto because ghetto is not the word I want white people using. But some people just come from the trenches. You feel me? And when you're from the trenches, a lot of times you're not always trying to switch up. There is no code switch. You don't learn how to code switch.
That's a fact.
And that's the honest fact. Baby said some dumb shit, but sometimes on a ground level, you're going to hear certain people say certain things. You're like, oh my God, I can't believe he said that. You understand that my cousin's mother's uncle's dad is... And it's like, yes, I understand. I'm sorry, I forgot who I was with. You feel me? I never meant to offend you.
Yeah, and I hope with this cancer culture, it's more of educated. It's so much educating the person than just canceling them and just trying to stop them from getting money and everything. Because I'm like, what does that even prove or help at the end of the day?
They're gonna bounce back anyway. That's
because now you take money out their pockets. It's no longer they learned their mistakes. It's more so now they still can have that view And I'm not talking about the baby. I'm talking about overall.
In general.
Yeah, in general, they could still have that view, but now they know how to move precaution. But that doesn't mean like they changed their mind on that situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna say what I need to say to get the bag. Mm-hmm. But it's like you can still just be a shitty person, or still just be whatever.
Yeah, and I could do covert. I could do stuff behind your back about it now. Like, you feel me? So it's like, yo, educate more than cancel. That's what it should be. Educate culture instead of a cancel culture.
Yeah,
but we've been on this topic for a minute.
That's because it was just wild. And there's so many different angles to attack it from, but we can move forward. We got to talk about mandatory vaccinations incoming, bro, because Delta is wilding.
Yes, it is.
Delta is stomping us the fuck out.
Oh, man, bro. Even the fully vaccinated people ain't safe no more, baby.
I mean, we were never safe.
I know, but... You know, what's your thoughts on this, bro?
I mean, that's the part of the reason I got vaccinated was because it's just like I already can tell, especially once you start creating this illusion that we could go outside, we could, move freely, go, there's no restrictions. Mm-hmm. It's going to be already a large uptick, and then illnesses mutate. They get stronger over time.
Yeah, and my thing is, they have told you in the beginning, like, the vaccine is not supposed to 100% prevent you from getting the virus.
I think that's the big reason why people didn't get it. Because I'm going to still get it anyway. What's the point? And I'm not even here to shit on anti-vaxxers because I think the way that they're...
shit on y'all because they're going to be the first people talking shit when we get locked down again.
I mean, in that respect, yeah, but I think it's also... everybody has to be responsible because, like, vaccinated people out here, no mask, still carrying on, like, like they're untouchable. Like, no, nigga, that's like it's a 69. If you brought a 69 home to your mother, how would she feel?
That's a fact.
You feel me? So, I just feel like mandatory vaccination, the government's trying to do everything but give that out, but it's like you're seeing it from like the city. The city just sends out the big memo saying like if you work for the city, you either got to be vaccinated or you got to submit to testing every week. So it'd be every week somebody playing in your nose. Probably multiple times a week depending on your field. You feel me?
And I support that.
There's rumors about another lockdown incoming because other countries are already going under it.
Yep.
You feel me? And again, people just don't know how to maneuver this. Like the videos of the airport are still crazy. Niggas is getting put on no-fly lists left and right.
Sheesh.
That TSA line is like taking an hour, and it's like a line to get into Six Flags or King of Cars. Something like shit is different, and I feel like we are setting ourselves up. Like we thought last time was bad. Like granted, we've learned how to live with it, but to a second year in lockdown would be crazy, catastrophic.
And after you got a little taste of freedom, and now you got to go back in lockdown, I don't think it's going to work out.
It's going to be spooky because a lot of people they're not going to make it as strict as it was before. They're going to say like certain things, but they're not shutting schools down.
But that's the problem now, because now we didn't take it seriously the first time, and now we're not going to take it even more seriously the second time, and this is going to, like, we're going to go the whole Greek alphabet now. We already had Delta. There's still other letters in the Greek alphabet.
Yeah,
we don't want to hit the Omega letter.
And they said this shit is crazy because you can get that shit it's over. Like, catching that shit in the same room. Like, oh, it's here. Delta here, y'all. Oh, shit.
Yeah, and it's easy to catch. You don't have to do much because before, you had to really, like, breathe on someone, like, really,
they said it's like the flu or the chicken pox, and those shits is highly contagious. So I don't know, bro. I'm not looking forward to being. I mean, I don't mind being in the house, but teaching from the crib is not fun.
Yeah, just working from home is not fun for me. So I'm just like, just go get vaxxed up and just stop doing all that. Just wear your mask.
Not about the vax. It's just like take the precautions. I'm not even, like I said, I'm never going to shit on anti-vaxxer because I definitely identified with them until I was like, I got to be around my family and stuff. At least let me hold them down somewhat. But like, just make sure y'all doing whatever y'all need to do. Take your vitamins. Wash your hands. Wash your ass. Wear your masks. Man.
Keep your public outing limited. You know what I mean?
I'm not going front. I'm not in a position where I feel like comfortable going into like an enclosed space. Like, it gotta be like an outside rooftop option, or like, and we have to be inside. We not on top of each other. Like, we going in and out, of different doors. Like, not doing that, bro. Not doing it.
So, I mean, they giving them people $100 now. They're trying to get anybody to take the vax.
I mean, they're going to try but the vaccine.
They gave out Shake Shack fries.
Let's be real, the vaccine is still very much trial and error.
Yeah.
Because it's, like I said, 69% or whatever. They already said you can't take. They took away, like, the Johnson & Johnson shit got dubbed.
Oh, yeah, fact.
Did they take away Moderna yet?
No. The Moderna is the one that's actually can help you against the Delta. It's not 100%, but it can. It has some kind of it's better than the other options.
Oh, it's a lifestyle condom. Got you.
So I'm just like, and also you're gonna need the booster shot soon. So I'm just like, y'all don't, we gonna be in here for a long haul. This shit not gonna happen. Not gonna be finished until a couple of years. That's my projection for this shit.
Well, I can see it. I can say, wintertime, flu season, when we got all those elements on stacking on top of each other, they're going to definitely shut us down for at least a month or so. But, all right, let's take these 4 weeks seriously, y'all. And we're going to wait till it's cold because I know niggas don't go outside in the cold. So, I don't know, man. That shit crazy.
Now, speaking of
cold,
and just overall mental capacity, Simone Biles dropped out of the Olympics. Both individual and the team portion. What's your thoughts on it?
I mean, she cited her mental health. You got to think, this is somebody that's constantly under the public spotlight. We've talked about how they've changed the rules on her because she's so great that they treat her as if her greatness doesn't matter. They diminish her value. I believe she takes medicine for ADHD too. I believe I read that. If I'm misquoting, I apologize. But they wouldn't let her take her medicine because they felt like it was against the anti-doping regulations. So even to tell me my mental health, the medicine I take to keep me sane, to keep me performing, is against the rules for the IOC, which we already said they was bullshitting with the marijuana shit because they said Sha'Carri Richardson couldn't participate, but also have a whole Olympic feature on how cannabis and THC has assisted in so many athletes of the fairer skin, right? And then it's like not even the fact that she took a step back, but the fact that there is a large segment of non-athletic people that have never competed or won anything a day in their life that just sit on their couch and talk shit about people that are just very angry. That's unpatriotic. I can't believe you have an opportunity. We can't win without you. And they got silver. I mean, that means they're pretty damn good without her.
Yeah, facts.
But it's just like that entitlement. Oh, it's unpatriotic. How dare you quit on your team? Like, I'm not mentally well. Would you rather me go out there and lay an egg and we don't get shit? You feel
exactly. Like I don't understand people and just the whole fighting for the patriotic stuff. I'm like, yo, she's not in the right state of mind, and we've been preaching mental health throughout this whole country for the last couple of years, and you're not gonna respect her mental health decision.
But there are those who can do and those who can't do talk. They thought, oh, man, if I was her, nigga, you would never be her.
You would never face the pressure that she has to face. She is literally the face of Team USA at a young age. Everything that she does is in the public.
Global gymnastics is her.
Yep. Her relationship is put on blast. Her everything that she does is basically always get a spotlight. That takes a toll on a young person.
100%.
She's not like this, she understands who she is right away type of thing. Someone who's been around for a long time. Like, no, she's still developing herself. And now we preach about the importance of mental health. But now we give her a public backlash when we actually understands her worth.
It's not every group. I'm not going to single out a particular group, but there be them people. And be them people that just, again, they're disengaged from reality. They think that, oh, I can talk down to this person. Like, outside of them being great in their sport, they're just another nigger. They're just another person. I can talk shit. Like, yo, this person is at the apex of their field. What are you, the cashier of the month at Walgreens? Like, what? Nah, that ass. It's like, you look at certain shit and people just talk out their ass. Like, they're just a terrible person. Like, you sending her like death threats and shit like that. It's just,
like, come on now. That's going to help her in her time of need right now.
And it's like, that's the shit. It's like, that's the dangers of the internet. It's like, you can't even make a decision. Back in the day, you probably hit it. You have to read that shit in the newspaper. It's already happened. It's over. What you going to say to me? You feel me?
Facts.
Nowadays, it's just like, yo, what the fuck?
I keep saying that. Like, the internet gives people who shouldn't have a voice.
That's a fact.
And it's detrimental to us. It's going to be detrimental to the future generation. So I hope everybody, equip themselves with that, though. But what do you thought about the Michael Che joke?
He says a while. And it's funny, we just watched his shit last week. His sketch comedy show on HBO Max is actually really good. Michael Shea's was it Matters? Excuse me. It was a dope little watch, but then he said, he prefaced it, he's like, yo, I got a Simone Biles joke. I mean, can I make that? And he was like, yo, relax. Don't be that guy. And he was like, yeah. Because they say black don't crack, but they lied. I was like, nigga, you're wilding. Like, it's funny, but it's like, yo, bro, you gotta realize, please don't kick a while. I get it, you're a comedian, it's your job to kind of have social commentary, but it felt very like coon-ish. You feel me? And I was like, yo, this is bad taste and bad timing, bro. Especially mental health, something you don't really play with. We don't, as a community, I think we as the United Peoples of the world have said we don't play with mental health. We don't make those jokes. You feel me?
Especially when we see everybody else suffering from it and, people losing their lives to mental health. So it's like,
and that's everything from anxiety to schizophrenia. Like there's so many. There's like that wide range. That little nervousness you feel before you go and do make a decision versus like not being in control of your sense. Like you don't know what it is. She has ADHD. That means she can't sit still. She can't focus. Like I felt like it was in bad taste. And I'm a fan of Michael shit, but I was like, yo, bro, you are. That's another one. He's into the baby category. Like my nigga, you lucky he wasn't. You ain't say that shit on stage already.
That's a fact. Speaking on a lot of entertainment news, though, even though Slick didn't really want to talk about this, but I had to talk about this because white people, yo. Oh man, this Mila Kunis and Ashton Kutcher podcast. Let me play this clip before we talk about it.
Guys, wash your whole body.
Water.
I don't wash my body with soap every day.
Okay, good. That's good. That's
okay. Good. But I wash pits and tits and soap.
Slits.
I wash the slits. I wash my slits and my tits.
I wash my armpits and my crotch daily and nothing else ever.
You don't?
Exactly.
Wait,
and look at
guys.
his skin. Let's talk about his skin.
I got to borrow a Lever 2000.
There we go.
It just delivers every time.
Textbook soap.
Nothing else.
You really wanted to waste time talking about white people not washing?
White people, wash your damn ass correctly. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. If you date a white person, don't look behind their neck. Yo, it's over. You gonna taste nothing but soap.
You just wanted to be angry.
And just add pepper to it.
You just chose violence. I don't know why you just chose violence.
Yo, bro, like, you only watching the vital areas, like, bro, like, what type of sex do y'all do? Like, like,
they have sex with the areas that's clean, apparently.
You're not kissing the neck, you're not kissing the ears, you're not doing none of that. Like,
they got 4 kids. They have intercourse at this point. They don't have
sex. No, like, I ain't gonna lie. I love everybody. I love pink cooch, but I ain't gonna lie, white girls, y'all gonna have to shower.
See, look, you be trying to get canceled every fucking week. Why?
Come on now. She said she watched her tits.
I'm cutting this whole part out. I hope you know that. I'm cutting this whole part.
Don't do this to me. Come on now. Like, yo, you can't even kiss it. You can't.
But then you also gotta think they're
you gotta take a baby wipe and wipe behind the ears and see if they got dirt a little bit.
You're a sick man. Well, we gotta remember that's 2 different people, bro. As black people, we understood we was already looked at as beneath. So our mothers drilled until you gotta be clean. I don't give a fuck. Wash your ass, wash your hands. That just comes with the territory. You feel me? We ain't have the option to look nice, so we had to at least be clean.
And just with a bar of soap, Ashton could just say with just a bar of soap. Nigga don't got body washer, a loofah, anything out here. But like,
he's rich. You think a white girl's wondering if Ashton Kutcher wash his ass if he said, "Yo, you trying to get this Kelso dick?" You really think that they care?
Yo, but I just had to put that on the docket. Just be like, yo, white people, wash your whole body,
but
please.
It's not even like it's the first time we've heard this. Shorty from Atlanta, what's her name? The one that played Childish Gambino, Donald Glover's girl. She said she don't really wash like that.
Wait, she black though? Wait, hold on.
Exactly, that's what I was saying.
No, she said that.
She said that shit, bro. I'm trying to think. There's a couple other people.
I hope y'all not having sex every single day, bro. I hope y'all.
But if you got a stinky ass party that's with the shit, so it might be a kink. They might be like, yo, I love that musky smell. Bring your dirty ass over here. Like, yo.
Oh, man.
See, look, Joker wasn't fucking with it. He's like, hold on. We'll be right back. But like you were saying, yo, a lot of people don't take showers, especially of the famous variety. Remember that Summer Walker shit?
Oh, damn.
And she's like, I wash my pussy every day. I just don't enjoy it.
I love her music, but her personality.
I like her personality. She weird. And weird girls be the best.
That's why she make good music, though. Shout out to Summer Walker. But, yo, wash your ass, though.
100%, please.
Ashton Kutcher, Mila Kunis, wash your ass over here, please.
Or just stop parading around that you don't watch like it's some badge of honor. Like, we don't need that.
That's a fact. But speaking of what's going on, the NBA draft was this week. What was thoughts?
Yo, the draft was dope. Shout out to Terrence Clark, Long Live TC.
Yes. Shout out to the NBA for that.
Yeah, they definitely held it down. A lot of teams got a lot of good talent. It was one of those drafts where you just like, you can't really single out too many losers. Like, I think San Antonio was a loser just based on where they picked the guy they picked. They could have got him later. They could have got some additional assets. Philadelphia is a loser because they was trying to pimp out Ben Simmons. They
bro.
They wanted like 7 first-round picks and a star player. I was like,
you didn't see what happened in the last playoffs?
Yo.
Like, what's good with y'all?
they beat it's like in 2K when you try to make a trade, they be like, but this nigga's a 94, but he's not doing shit. It's because his potential is high. I don't care.
Like, yo, we just saw the last playoffs, what just happened, and you really was trying to get.
Boy, it was a net negative. They were winnable games. He stopped playing. He tried to just blend in. It's like, yo, you don't shoot the ball. You can't go in the paint because your best option is in the paint. You can't say you're better than Joel Embiid. So it's just like,
And I'm like, yo, you just damage yourself with him too.
and then Philly fucked up because it's like if they would have kept all that shit on the hush, they could have been like trying to move him in silence, but instead, y'all vocalizing you're trying to trade boy, and now he's like, all right, I'm not talking to y'all. I got nothing. And then I kind of do see this idea where they say he's lazy and he has a lot of yes men around because he moved like nothing was wrong. Like, all right, yeah, I had a bad season, but I'll come back. But we don't see no videos of you working on your jump shot. We don't see no videos of you, you know, working. Give us a little mid range. He could honestly probably play like Giannis. They're built very similar, very tall ball handlers.
You're right, but I think now he's just gonna say fuck the organization. He's not gonna probably start trying until he gets traded.
But even so, am I traded for that? Because I don't know if you're going to buy what we doing over here. Like, low key, I was like, maybe the Knicks can make a trade.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they need a point guard. They need defense. It's like Julius Randle could still be your scorer, but now Ben Simmons running the table on offense. It's like you could think about it, but it's like at the same point, it's like, my nigga, you didn't want to work with Doc Rivers and the other guy. You think Tibbs is going to take it easy on you if you don't shoot the fucking ball?
Oh, that's a fact. Niggas is leaving you open and you still... Come on now. That's not going to happen,
Yeah,
though.
so,
What else teams did good? I don't know. The Atlanta Hawks
The Hawks picked up Sharif Cooper. Shout out Sharif, man. He fell to 48. Brandon Boston fell to 51. Two guys that were projected.
Sharif Cooper and your sister who just broke up with Dwight Howard. You know what I mean?
Taya Cooper.
Come on
She
now.
be
I'm going
touch-
to be there every Spark game, you heard?
Yeah, she be turning up on TikTok. But nah, I mean, I get why he fell, just because, you know, he's not really a shooter. He's not really a defender. He's a small body. But yo, that boy averaged 20 and 8, and that last person to do that in college basketball was Trae Young. You just put them on the same team,
Sheesh.
so they about to be running back. Like, he gonna have him, Cam Reddish. They got dogs on that Atlanta bench, so that's gonna be interesting.
But Houston did good too, though.
Houston wild out. Jalen Green is going to be a star. They compare him to Zach LaVine. I argue this. Zach LaVine took a year or two to figure it out. Jalen Green is coming in with a lot of what Zach LaVine does well now. He already does at 18. So you got to say the floor is at least a level or two higher if he can get it right.
Boy, it looked like Michael Jackson.
Yo, he definitely did. He had the belt, the sequin, silver suit, gray suit with the little flare
And he
pants.
pulled up with Diddy's son, ex-girl, Bria Hicks over here. Son, nice little arm piece, though.
He already figured it out. He's a star, man. Detroit, of course, they got the number 1 pick.
But he also got his best friend, though. We didn't mention that.
Jay Quap.
Yeah, come on.
Yo, Josh Christopher also was drafted. They got Usman Garaba. Like, they picked up the center from Turkey who was he was 18 and won MVP of his league. And that doesn't happen. No matter what league you're in Europe, you don't normally see 18-year-olds do what he was doing. So they literally could have potentially picked up 3 or 4 starters.
John Wall's still going to stay with
John Wall's still there. There's Christian Wood is still there. Eric Gordon is still there. They have a good core.
Only thing I say with the Rockets, if they just patient and they let it develop in the next 2 years, give this unit 2 years to develop, and then y'all can make whatever trade y'all want.
Yeah, let's see what they got, because they got a lot of guys. Like I said, they were all lottery projected guys a year or two ago. And I'm noticing that a lot of NBA teams, like wherever you were like 2 years prior, they kind of still hold you in that regard, which is
That's
cool.
a fact. What do you think about Detroit number 1 pick?
Cade, I've been a Cade Cunningham fan for years, just because he's 6'8". There's no weakness in his game. Like, I know we said, like possibly Evan Mobley could be an AD kind of guy. Jalen Green could be Zach LaVine, but better. Cade Cunningham coming out right now can do probably everything that Luka Doncic can do. He's 6'8".
He's on that level?
He played point guard at high school. His high school team had 4 guys that went in the first round. It was him, who he went number 1 this year. They had Moses Moody, who went 14th. They had Day'Ron Sharp, who went 29th to Brooklyn. And Scotty Barnes, who went 4th to Toronto.
Sheesh.
So they were considered like the best high school team in years. And then you say, yo, he could shoot. I was skeptical about shooting. He went to Oklahoma City and was lighting people up. Like, step back. He has all the moves. He's a great help defender, a great passer. He's better. He'll be better on defense than what Luka will be at his best. Luka might have a couple more, like, his IQ might be slightly higher, but in terms of raw skills, you don't bet against that. You feel me?
Man, Detroit needs it. I ain't gonna lie.
Detroit is setting themselves. They had a lot of hits last year. Last year they had like 3 or 4 first round picks, and they all seem to have panned out. Outside of the point guard, we don't know what Killian Hayes is going to look like. But now you add Kate Cunningham to that. It's like, yo, Killian Hayes, take your time, bro. Now because you got somebody else that can handle the ball. I think that's the thing in the league. Like they love the idea of these European players, but a lot of times you need that American mindset to come out here and wild out. You feel me?
That's a fact.
Shout out to the Knicks too. They had a good draft. I was mad they didn't take Sharif. I was mad. You know, they had 2 picks and they kept trading them back, but they got additional assets. They got a point guard that they're going to stash overseas from Lithuania. He's going to be a decent player in a couple years when he comes over. Deuce McBride looking like the second coming of Marcus Smart, hopefully. Quentin Grimes was their first round pick.
And he got jumpers. He's a high. He's a flyer.
He was wilding at the combine. He had 39 points in 2 games.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench, so he's somebody. He does what you need. He plays defense. He's slightly sneaky athletic, and he shot a high clip at the 3-point line. So and he's projected since he came out of high school to be an NBA player. So I think a lot of people that was mad at the pick is like, yo, boy, if you saw him as his freshman year at Kansas versus what he did at Houston, taking him to the Final Four this year, he's going to be a good at worst. We got another good role player,
and they'll complaints about that because we need a lot of star.
That's 100% fact. So I'm down with it. But yeah, the NBA draft was very interesting. Yeah, we also got the news about the Lakers.
Come on now. We getting a champ. LeBron, the road to the 5th champ, baby.
Well, let's talk about it. If you were living under a rock, the Lakers acquired Russell Westbrook for Kuz, Montrez, KCP in the first round. I don't like the trade. The first round pick, it was dumb. They got 2 second rounds back. And I think to take Russ's money, first and foremost, that's like he's making like top 5 salaries in the league. So to take that off your books, I'm sending you guys that you can still move around. No, let's swap first round picks. They could have easily told Washington, y'all take 21 or 22, whatever pick they had, let's get 15. Washington said no. At that point right there, like maybe it's not worth it. Let's see what else we can get in the market.
That's a fact, because you could have got DeMar DeRozan, you could have got someone else, but
because if we argue, let's talk about this, right? Kuz didn't play. Kuz wasn't going to be at his best. They couldn't utilize him the best way because he plays the same position as their 2 best players. Okay, that's a wash. Then you got to say who else? We got Trez. Trez didn't play in the playoffs. They gave him a couple minutes, but he didn't really play. We take that.
I like Trez, but I was upset that KCP was going, because KCP was a great player for that system, a shooter and a defender, a great player. I wish they just traded Kuzma and Trez.
But that's the thing. Russ made so much money, you had to trade another big contract. So KCP and Beal are friends. So it's kind of like you throw that in there, which is why I said the first round pick was really the piece that hurt, because like the Lakers this is the last pick they control for the next 5 years because of the AD trade. So I'm very optimistic that LeBron, AD, like they said that they met. AD said he's going to play center, which is I'm like, great. So you're finally going to stop being a bitch and you're going to go down low and do what needs to be done. Because there's not many guys that are really going to give you trouble in the paint playing center. And then LeBron playing the 4, which at this stage in his career where he's not the fastest or the strong, he's still pretty damn strong, but he's not jumping as high as everybody else. I think that's going to be a great switch, and it gives them room to add 2 shooters. So
because now I think they're looking at Rudy Gay and possibly trying to get DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan, I feel like that's still a pipe dream. And say what you want, if you come from making $29 million, you really going to take 5
for a champ? No, I mean just because I saw the interview. Shout out to Club Shay and Shannon Sharp and them. He was really hurt about getting traded in Toronto, and then the team that traded you won a championship next year. So it
looked better on the optics.
Yeah, it made them backstabbing you look like it was a good option. You feel me? So he has to win a championship. That's the only thing right, and to win it with your hometown team.
100%.
I would take the 5. Like, bro, you made enough money in your career. You
could get the ring and then dip out next year.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
And we still got to trade Dennis Schroeder because we're not winning.
He's a free agent. So the only way they can trade him is if they negotiate it together to be like, yo, you want to go here? We'll make it so you get the money you want, and then we'll get an asset back, even if it's a trade exception. But it's going to be interesting to see if that goes down.
Man. So, I mean, I like it now because I can see it now. Lakers versus Nets.
But they both.
If Russ can beat the Nets with James Harden and KD and get his first championship, I'm going crazy.
But then there's a lot of fact because they think about the Nets. What did they do? Kyrie said, "Yo, James, you bring the ball up. I'll be the scoring guard." Kyrie going to score regardless. Now it's like I don't got to bring the ball up neither. I could just get to my spot, get the ball with 10 seconds left. When they take away KD, and I'm going crazy. Here it's like,
but I think it might work for the Lakers because now you have somebody to do playmake now. Because
who's going to make plays when you can't shoot? Everybody in the Brooklyn Big Three can shoot. That's the thing. So it's like
you got AC, and then they just drafted a little white boy that's going to do good.
AC is a free agent. They might have priced themselves out because a lot of teams is going to throw that $9 million exception at AC. You feel me?
But he loves playing with LeBron, you got to factor that in.
Where's the money coming from? How much they can probably only...
LeBron could get him some sponsorship. Like, yo, bro, take this little cut right here. I'm gonna put you in the next Space Jam movie, and we liddies out here. You want to win another championship with your boy? You see you playing with me, your stock went up. That's like, because beforehand you wasn't really known like that, but you got known because niggas fuck with you because you was fucking with me. So stay down.
He gonna talk to him like a hoe to get him to sign.
Come on now, like, yo, you stay for the little amount. I'm gonna get you some endorsements and sign with Rich Paul and them. And look what happened. You gonna make that money up? Okay,
we'll see. I don't know,
because
man.
LeBron talking about he only got like 3 or 4 years left.
He said between 4 and 6.
So ain't really much for him to do, and you gonna get your money soon.
I think the biggest concern is like they all play a specific style. AD is probably the most malleable out of them, but the Lakers have run plays for him when he's just catching the ball, getting to shoot where he wants. Now Russ, you say that gives him that fast break element. He's a shooter on steroids. He's not the shooter that you would want him to be. Yeah. But he's, like I said, when LeBron is sitting out, they rest LeBron for games. Him and AD in the pick and roll would be deadly because he gets most of his assists on drop passes. So you got to make him I'm going to guard AD and let Russ get to the rim. Or I'm going to step up on Russ and then hit AD. And then you throw LeBron out there, it's hard to double. It's going to be a lot of zone running against the Lakers. We're going to see
if Russell can give me 35% from the three, we championship bound.
He's only ever shot, his highest is like 32.5.
If he can give me 35 or close to 40, championship.
He is never given a
championship bound.
If Russ shoots 40 from the 3-point line, they're going to have to drug test him.
Is you serious?
Russ is not a shooter. If Russ can shoot 32, LeBron can get to like 36, and AD on limited volume can get to like 33, and they get another 2 consistent shooters and some off the bench so they can stagger minutes, then yes. I got to see what that tomorrow at 6 o'clock we find out.
I just hope that he defers when it's clutch time, because I know the narrative about LeBron, he's not clutch, he's not this, that. He is clutch and he makes the right decision. And we all know Russ is a hit or miss with the clutch moment.
I mean,
pass the ball, Russ. That's the only thing I say. In the last 10 seconds.
They said they're checking each other's egos. Like LeBron willing to play power forward and give up some of the control of the offense. AD willing to play center. Russ willing to defer in some sets to let LeBron run it. I think it can work, but again, like I said, the Clippers is hurt. Kawhi probably not playing this year. There's no telling if Mike Conley goes back to Utah. There's no telling if Chris Paul goes. We've seen how to beat the Suns. Be healthy. You feel me? So, like, the West is going to be interesting. But in the East, you got Giannis, you got Kate. I said Katie. You got Brooklyn. You got Philly.
Atlanta Hawks.
The Hawks is coming. You feel me? So it's going to be an interesting year next year. And that's the best part.
Miami about to come back soon.
Yeah, Miami might get Kyle Lowry last I read.
Yeah. So on further entertainment news, what you think about Scarlett Johansson suing Disney for their mishandle of the Black Widow?
I got two. First and foremost, like contracts. Like, read your contracts on both fronts. Because if you're unfamiliar, Scarlett Johansson, who starred in Black Widow, is suing Disney for excess of $50 million lost, because originally they were supposed to just drop Black Widow in theaters. Because of COVID, Disney is dropping movies for $30 extra on Disney Plus, no matter if you pay for it already, which is kind of getting me tight. But as a result, Scarlett Johansson lost money because she's supposed to get a cut of the box office. So box office, they might have did like $100 million, but if it was a theater exclusive, there was a thought that could have been $1 billion movie. So she would have got like 8% of that, which is a lot of money.
Yeah.
She read her contract, and a lot of people in Hollywood are upset with these studios just putting movies on streaming because they feel like it's diminishing their returns and they get paid off of the box office. So she filed the lawsuit. Disney fired back and essentially called her selfish. because they say, yo, it's a pandemic. What you want us to do? Kevin Feige, who is the head of Marvel at Disney, is upset with Disney apparently because he's like, yo, we should just put it in theaters and then dropped it like a month later. At least let them get some actual legs running. And I see both perspectives. I feel like Disney handled it bad poorly in the way that they worded their response by insinuating that she is selfish because, yo, you told me you paid me 20 M's, but I was supposed to get an extra 50 on top of that. Hell yeah, I'm coming.
That's a fact.
Let me my bag. You feel me? But I also felt like it was like, damn, ScarJo. It's like shit because now it's like the floodgates open. They're talking about Emma Watson, who did Cruella, is about to look into suing. Emily Blunt, who's on Jungle Cruise with The Rock, that just came out this past weekend. She's thinking about suing. A lot of if the courts rule in Scarlett's favor, it's going to be a lot of work on these movie studios to pay their people. We
know one thing: she's not coming back.
Oh yeah, she dead. She dead. She not coming. There's no more Black Widow.
Yeah,
but I think too, it's a sticky slope because it's like, yo, if you just left it to the box office? We saw it Tenet, that was not successful. You feel me? Tenet came out. That
was a different time than compared
to now. Are we not? Do you think people really feel that comfortable going into a movie theater, or it's going to be to the point where like you're selling out 30 shows in a day per theater?
People are comfortable going to Rolling Out, and
let's think about Fast. All right, let's think about the one movie that just recently did this, Fast and the Furious. Fast and Furious made what? It did big numbers in China, but it did it. I remember when it first dropped, it did like what? 500 million in a weekend globally. Mm-hmm. I think it might have 250 total right now. So there's still no guarantee you get into those projections to get that 50 million. You feel me?
Yeah, it is 70 million in this opening weekend.
And how much is that? Is it tell you what it's at right now?
It might be. I mean, it has garnered 405 million since its debut.
So 405 million. This is Fast and Furious, where 3 or 4 years ago, this joint did $1 billion in like 3 weeks, if you recall. Actually, no, it did $1 billion globally.
But it did an extra in the opening week. It did an extra 37.9 million internationally, so it went over 100 mil.
But I'm saying that's a movie where it was doing $1 billion pre-COVID, which is like if you had a deal like that, then you getting your 50 million. Who's to say that Black Widow was a theater exclusive? I ain't watch it yet, regardless. I ain't go to the movie theater. I ain't watch it on Disney Plus. But who's to say that it was going to make the money? You might have made like an extra 10 million. So it's like the battle that you're fighting, I understand it, but it's also like optically, there's no saying that you're going to get that 50. And I think that's the thing. They might have to settle for 10 mil. I don't think she getting 50. I think that's going to be a thing that's going to put a lot of hindrance on these studios. They're going to try to make it so that after this first wave of online movies is done, that everything's back in theaters. But do people feel like I don't feel comfortable sitting in a fucking movie theater?
That's a fact. Because you're not. Are they spraying it between?
Yeah,
movies?
Unless it's like something where like we rent the studio. Like if I like you know how AMC had the deal. Like yo, you bring 20 of your friends, you get the theater to yourself. Like all right, that's cool. Yeah. But then blocking those off. Are you doing enough of that to see that $1 billion residual? You know, to get your
definitely not.
And that's my thing. Like I get it. I hope that like it's resolved because like I said, Disney did definitely show their ass for how they was talking to her. And I'm like, yo, if y'all know y'all was moving shiesty and y'all got these big time movies coming out, find some money for the people. Y'all are one of the most profitable companies in the world.
Come on now. Y'all making too much money off.
And I think also alleges like they put it on the streaming services just to up their stock price. So which is actually probably something that they are doing, which means you're making extra bread. Because I think they made like an extra $60 million off of Disney Plus subscription. So pay her with that. I was like, what's wrong with you?
Just give her the money instead of now you about to open the floodgates because now she brought this to public eye and now you're going to have a bunch of people who were in the movie which you're going to sue you for this now.
Yeah. Anybody, that's what we know. Those are Hollywood deals. Let's give it insight. Like you sign on to do these big movies. Like we got on HBO Max, they got The Matrix supposed to come out. All these other Suicide Squads. Like these guys put a lot of. They're supposed
to make a new Luke Cage or some shit like that.
Like all that shit's supposed to come back. So it's just like, well, what do we do? So I think, in hindsight, the movie studios making these deals was good, but it's like you got to deal with the repercussions. People want their bread. So shit crazy.
Yeah. But speaking of people wanting their bread, what you think about the CUNY debt relief that was just announced?
Shout out to the state. Cuomo over here, he's lurking in the shadows because we thought we forgot about the Me Too man. But he over here,
Me Too man.
He over here dropping off dimes. We went to a CUNY school. They got like $120 million in debt relief.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I mean, but what about them SUNY schools though?
Come on now, talk about it, King. Talk about it.
I'm about to say I didn't want to live with my mama while I was in college. So it's my fault. I gotta be in debt. what's the word? Who I got to talk to? We can make that girl disappear. And I'll just play.
Always 125 million.
125 million for CUNY, and CUNY tuition is like what? Like 9,000?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, come on now. Like, yo, what happened to the SUNY kids out here, bro? Don't do us like that, bro.
We just wanted to see if the city was a little bit bigger. Now you're going to penalize us. That's
come on now. You don't understand the business we give to these upstate towns over there, bro. Because
have you ever seen what Albany looks like when there's no college kids?
Facts. It's quiet. It's deserted. Especially like a school like Oneonta, Potsdam, and all of them. Yo, the school makes it over there. So please, come on now. Because, you know, Biden was over here lying with his little clearing up student debt over here. Do not lie to us, Cuomo. We know we will bring back the Me Too business out here.
About to say, all it takes is remember when Cuomo was over here grabbing booties in his office? That's all it takes. Not to make a joke of it, but shit.
Dirty back. You feel me?
100%.
So I put this on the docket. It's going to be real quick because we've been talking about it for the last 2 episodes. But Steven Victor, I don't hear a lot of Pop Smoke album until y'all get everything put right together. I don't want an annual Pop Smoke album because the deluxe just released a day or two ago. And just the track list was disgusting. I ain't gonna lie to you. I like the 4-pack that you have given us after we criticize you, but the rest of the songs on it, like the Double It with Freddie Luciano, we done heard it already. Appreciate you putting Tay Floss Rumble track on there.
So Dread Wu was on there.
Yeah, Dread Wu. But that was on the 4-pack that he released after the album. He changed the song with Pop Smoke and Wit and Why Swish, and then also he put you put the second Dior verse and put it on a new beat and put his brother on it. I ain't gonna knock it because that's his brother. Let his brother get because his brother was a musician also, so let his brother get some shine off of that and propel his music career. But how many goddamn times you gonna put Dior on a damn album? It's about 7 times you put Dior on the album. How many times you gonna listen to Dior? I'm over this. I am over this. And like, still no Fabio Foreign. You Roddy and Bobby is out. You could have put them on a record. So I'm just like, bro. And then Fabi got on Twitter talking about there might be a second deluxe album. I'm like, come on now. This is a cash grab now, and now it looks disgusting.
Well, the cash grab when it first started, I told you.
So now I agree, yo, come back in 2 or 3 years, really sit down with the rest of his unreleased tracks and really sit down and really make this a great album. Because the first album, I wasn't even really jacking too much until you released the deluxe with a bunch of artists that he knows and he fucks with. So I was okay with it. But the first album was way better put together than this one. This one had no cohesiveness at all. With the people that you put on the track, you just put like famous people on it and just did it. And then also you brought back some tracks. You brought the Mr. Jones track and you put a Spanish artist on it. I'm like, bro, we know now. Like, I want him to get money, so I'm not going to tell y'all not to support it. But yeah, I'd rather y'all take your time, really get the vocals, really clear stuff before y'all make a lot of Pop Smoke album. RIP to that man.
100%. Get it right so you don't got to do it over.
All right.
Is it music time?
Yes, it's music time.
Gotta give them a disclaimer.
Yeah. So if you on YouTube, you will be able to listen to our song of the week on any audio streaming platforms. But on YouTube, we have to cut it out because we're going to get demonetized and all that good stuff. So we can't play it. So please don't get upset at us. Just go on Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeart, and Pandora and see what happens though. So, you know, Ocean Prime featuring Carly Rae.
I don't know what the fuck you be listening to.
Listen to various music. I go to my Cali shit, go to my Brooklyn drill, I listen to some other shit, listen to my my light skin music shit. Go now. I'm over all rounder.
Whatever.
But let it breathe a little bit. Let's breathe a little bit so I know when to trim it. Alright, you know what we here for. Drop that sound.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Baby. Hey, you already know what it is. This is a TSA Toxic Service announcement. You already know what it is. So we got 3 for y'all today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, this is your moment to shine. It's time for you to bash me.
You put this on the docket, brother. This is where you shine over here.
All right. So first things first, there was a viral video of Ari Fletcher, aka Kyle's sister, aka who she used to be with, G Herbo. She'd be with G Herbo. Now she with Moneybag. A video of her dancing. And not just any old kind of dancing. Mm-hmm. She is throwing that thing on her gay best friend. His hands was on her ass. She was
arrogant take.
She was daggering, throwing it back, bent over, and it caused a lot of outrage, a lot of open discourse. But, I mean, I don't know how you seen the video.
No, I didn't.
You ain't seen it? Oh, yeah, you'd have been on break. Let me tell you. If she danced with you like that, you'd be like, wait, now, hold on now. When we going to the telly. But it sparked the question like, yo, you got a whole nigga in a public relationship and you out here wilding in the club. Like, granted, he's your gay best friend. You said this, but is it okay?
I seen what Moneybag Yo said. He said that he was perfectly secure in himself.
And that's a big thing. That's a big thing. You gotta be secure with yourself and your partner, to let moves happen. But
this is gonna sound wild, but I gotta make sure that nigga is gay. he gotta pop out with his boyfriend.
What? Pause.
Wait, you didn't even let me finish my sentence. You didn't even let me finish my sentence. Don't do that. I said he got to pop out with his boyfriend. I got to see if this nigga really, really gay, because these niggas be pretending out here. Niggas be pretending to be gay.
Fishing? Huh? They're gay fishing?
Gay fishing? That's true. They niggas be gay fishing until next minute they fuck your girl and you be like, whoa, what?
Okay. Well, what you want to do?
Fact.
I was waiting on you.
Because we all heard of niggas who pretended to be the whole bestie and gay friend.
So that's like the Super Saiyan version of it?
Yo.
Like, girl, I don't even like you like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I feel so comfortable around you. Like, oh, my God. Like, you're the only person that gives me... Only if you were straight. That's what they going to sit here and say, like... And then they get a couple drinks, and the next minute he's sucking on your titties, and there's a lady out here. You feel me?
Sheesh. You been there before? Why you said that?
Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, I gotta make sure you gotta be verified that your best friend is gay, because these niggas be lying out here, gay fishing out here.
I mean, even if he was gay, she's throwing it. He rubbing like, yo, he probably still caught the Woody.
I mean, as long as he ain't do nothing with the Woody, then
I mean, like, it's all the optics.
Yeah, but that means now with your girl, she goes out with her homegirl to the club. She not supposed to dance on nobody or anything like that.
I personally, I'm not gonna front. My alpha male did not kick in. Like, I was like, all right, she turning up, she shaking. I was like, I see what you're doing. Then go ahead, young girl, do your thing. I thought it was interesting because it was a lot of people that was mad. Like, everybody like, you gotta respect your partner. Yeah, you can respect your partner. Like, if Moneybag, obviously, it's not the first time this shit happened. He ain't care.
And she know he. That's what I mean. Not to say that's what she's known for, but that's part of her fame is her shaking her ass and moving it quite.
She paid for it. She might as well shake it. She definitely bought it. I seen the pictures.
That got to be a BBL. That can't be.
It is. I seen the pictures before her. She was built. She was cute. She was always pretty.
Great job. And when shit jelly. Oh my God, that shit just moves on a monitor. She just gotta just do one little movement. If
I'm in my girl with a flat ass and she was doing that with her friends, all right, cool. When you get the big old, when you pay for whatever, go ahead. But like I said, now if that was some other nigga, we got told. Bitch, you ain't know there was no cameras in this motherfucker. Nigga.
That's a fact. Now that sparks up a different question. Is like, yo, if your girl goes out, she allowed to dance with other dudes if you're not there, or dance or whatnot?
She know it's too far. I mean, I date Caribbean women, so I already know. Like, some shit start playing, but then you know what? A lot of niggas is not swaggy enough for your girl to dance with. You gotta know. Like, is it like the what's the rule? My rule was always like you get a verse and maybe a chorus. That's an innocent dance. Once you get into the second chorus, we gotta talk about it.
And then also no slow wine music. You feel me? No wind up on the cocky type shit. You feel me?
Even on one
no
verse.
Moving Mountain. When Moving Mountain come, I got a penis for your vagina. I better not see you on nobody if you my girl. I think
most girls would probably dance on their friends or something.
And don't get dagged. You can't get dagged out here.
You have been in a lot of dark places, have you not?
No.
You have had
because if a nigga dagger your girl, bro, you can.
He not fucking her.
But he basically dry humping her.
But you also gotta know your shorty. If your shorty was in the bashment fets and all of that, you know she was type of time she on.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, it's not like if I met you and you was a wallflower and now all of a sudden you on tables throwing it back on it, we gotta fight. But it's like, yo, if I met you in the
All
club,
right, you know what? Just know there's no video evidence.
Yeah,
That's it. There's no video evidence.
I'm about to say,
as long as I don't hear it, or
I better not see you in the YouTube highlights or the Instagram story. Hold on.
And niggas better not use you as a promo, because that's what niggas do. Niggas take the cameraman, get you caught up, and they put you as a promo. I better not see that.
That's a fact. So I don't know. Like I said, I ain't seen nothing too much wrong with it. Like, you know, that's her relationship. Like, you know what your partner capable of.
And we know Arrogant Tay. This is not like some random gay bestie that she did. It was like a known bestie that does her hair type of stuff. So
He did like he was having some fun. He was on his, woo, child, let me tell you what I done had in my hands tonight, honey. It was one of those.
Yeah, so I'm not upset about it. I mean, only person that matters is Moneybagg Yo, and he came out and said he's not upset at it. So
yeah, like, yo, she's turned up. She probably got paid to be there too. She got money to shake her ass. What she wish, like, a lot of people project their insecurities and shit like that. Like I said, my shorty a dancer. Like, yo, we in a good spot? Baby, go dance, have fun.
That's a fact. All right, so that's good though. Now we want to talk about this Vanessa. I don't know if we clap it up, we boo her, we gunshot her. I don't even know.
She can get that.
So
Miss Brittany
Renner is being called out by her baby daddy of being.
She was being called out. He said it's not everything ain't what it seems. Said some type shit.
Yeah, of basically PJ Washington of the Hornets, right?
Yeah, Charlotte
Hornets is claiming that it's not all what it seems. Basically alluding that he been finessed by Brittany Renner. If you didn't know, they just recently had a kid.
They had a son,
and basically saying they haven't been together since the birth of the son. And the internet is after Brittany Renner saying that she's a predator and all that. I just like to publicly announce that I have no sympathy for him. Now, granted, if y'all want to gang up on her for being a predator because she was at his Duke game when he was like 18, 19, y'all want to get on her for that, cool. But for him paying child support and everything like that, no sympathy. Because she publicly said that if she wanted, matter of fact, talk Slick, because I'm going to find a clip of her.
She said if you want to come up, just fuck her athlete, they're dumb.
Come on, now, I got to find a clip, though.
I mean, I don't know. I get it, because it's like, yo, Brittany Renner has been open about her shit from the jump. Once she started seeing her post her butt on Instagram, she stopped giving a fuck. She was very open and honest about the celebrity she did. She wrote a book about it. I ain't gonna front. I read the book. I was interested. I was like, what the fuck happened? And it's like she talked about like dating these celebrities and like, you know, her energies and shit like that. I feel like, yo, it's the age difference is the thing that stood out the most. Like you said, he was like a freshman at Kentucky. And she was already like 26, 27. I think she's like our age. She might be like turning 28, 29, right?
Yeah.
So, yo, she finessed the cash out.
There's like at least a 7 to 8 year difference between them.
Yeah. It's like, yo, he's 21. He just turned 21 because it's like his third year in the league, his second year in the league, right? Mm-hmm. So he's a young kid.
I think he's 22.
So he turned 22? All right. That reclassification is a bitch. But, yo, you telling me I'm on one of the most notorious college teams, and then I got this bad IG joint trying to slob it down, hang out with porn stars and video vixens and shit.
Hanging out with Tiana Trump.
Tiana Trump? Is it LaMelo Ball knocking her down, right?
Yeah, but he knows the right there. He know not to impregnate her.
I'm about to say,
Let me play this clip, though. Hold on.
Condoms, really. So if y'all really want to try to come up off a check off a man, I mean, you could just fuck an athlete. They're really dumb.
Enough said.
I'm not going to completely villainize her on the strength of he was an adult. He knew he had every opportunity to get the Carfax. All you got to do is read a book.
That's a fact. And also, my nigga, it's also about the self-reflection. It got to understand, like, bro, I'm an 18-year-old nigga. I don't care how handsome you think you are. You have to put stuff in optics. Like, bro, I'm an 18-year-old nigga. You know damn well if I wasn't playing ball, if I wasn't an NBA nigga,
you wouldn't even look at me.
She wouldn't even look at you. No matter if you was
in the book, she said she like athletes. She said it.
She wouldn't even look at you. Why would you even? Okay, if you want to cover, cool, copy. But why would you even get her pregnant?
And in his defense and in her defense as well, she definitely did clean up her act. 'Cause I did notice when they got together, the booty pic stopped. She deleted a lot of shit. She cleaned.
No,
she
that
played
was
the part.
That was the play. That was the play. She looped the nigga.
Being 19, 20, 21, like you believe everything these women say.
Oh.
You didn't believe what Shorty said back in the Albs when she's like, "Yeah, I just want you and only you."
Oh,
You didn't believe that? You didn't believe that? I'm just saying it make you like shit. All right, I'm okay, mama, but
that was part of the
apparently.
game
Apparently
plan.
they back together now. But it's like the whole situation was shaky from the jump. I ain't here to speak on nobody's real personal issue.
No, I am, because this nigga's stupid. Because it's like, bro, come on now. She wrote a book. She's been linked with multiple boys. She's done porno, which we still haven't seen yet with Tiana Trump.
Totally speculative.
That no, she said it. And she has been saying all this, bro. Anything that happens between your relationship, don't put it into social media, because you're not getting no sympathy, and I'm not giving you no sympathy. If anything happens, you keep it on the down low and work it out internally. But you going on Twitter saying these encrypted tweets and everything, trying to like do something about, no, bro, I'm not jacking you, bro. I'm not jacking the situation, because we have to be like, the way I come hard on women about accountability, guys got to be accountable for their actions.
100%.
You knew the stat. It was not like she was like a whole, because sometimes girls go to a different state and restart the whole button, press the restart button.
I'm gonna just transfer schools right now.
You feel me? I'm gonna go to Nebraska.
If you're triggered by that, you might have been a hoe.
You feel me? Niggas don't know you out here. So
Niggas do the same shit. Niggas do the same shit. Like, all right, I'm down bad on this side. I got transfer. Nobody will ever know what I'm gonna go pledge. I'm sorry. My fault. I said that a lot. My bad.
And then you feel me? You basically could restart your whole button, and all that. But now in the social media game, it's hard to restart it. Depends if you have some clout.
But
she had clout.
She was an Instagram personality. Yes. It was over.
You know everything about her. You shouldn't have fall for her game like that. You should have had some type of. And where the old heads on your team to tell you, like, yo.
Nobody thought he was gonna shoot the club up. She waited till he got to. He secured. She secured the bag once he secured the bag.
That's why I'm not upset at her. I congratulate her. Now, if people want to get on her for being a predator, I'm 100% against. I'm 100% for it, because if the role reverse, niggas would have went ham. If it was a guy that preyed on a girl like
pulling
that.
Up an 18-year like Dwight Howard and Ted Cooper.
Yeah,
like how that happened. I'm still confused. I don't understand.
I don't like he could creep for that, because we didn't even know about her beforehand like that.
He saw potential. His eyes was wide open.
He saw potential and he scooped it before she got to.
He put a ring on it before she even made
I was like, bro, wait. Soon as I saw that viral video of her and I looked up, I'm like, wait, how the hell she engaged with Dwight Howard? Like, I didn't even see Dwight Howard post up or anything.
Dwight locked it up early.
Yeah, but if it was a guy, it would have been brought up. So if y'all want to get on her for being a predator, cool. But
they might still make it though. They might
for finessing him.
They might still be together. I don't know.
But at any point, she won.
She did win. She got 18 years. 18 years. She had one of your kids got you for 18 years. And probably more.
That's a fact.
He can still hit it, though. Maybe he bring Tiana through for the threesome.
So if we see this nigga balling out next season, you know why. Them child support checks. You know why.
Fucked up.
You know why.
Hella fucked up. It's hella fucked up.
You know why. My boy about to be the 6th man of the year.
Just know when you pop in, understand. Don't get too hyped when the bad one pop. You gotta look at the Carfax. Ladies, this go for you too. Some niggas try to pull up on you, but ask around.
Yes. Matter of fact, let's shit on guys for a little bit. We all know about the nigga who's fucking for a home out here, ladies. Mm-hmm. Come on now. Like, a nigga, homeless nigga. You feel me? Nigga over here talking to you and trying to stay up in your crib because he got no place.
You ate? You want me to go get your car washed?
You feel me? Like, you want me to take care of this errand for you?
That nigga eating pussy on the entry every day. Just so you got
nigga doing a little tongue in the butt action. He bringing out all the tricks out here. He making sure you fall in love with him that night so he can stay at your spot. And then he gonna be driving your car. He gonna be eating your kids' fruit snacks. You feel me? But okay, let's go to the final topics. Tips before shooting your shot, IG edition. This might be a series, or so we might bring other guests on this topic. But right now, we're just gonna talk about what's some tips we can give to the people.
I was never good at this. Like I was never good at shooting, like pulling up on shorty without even having interactions. Like I was never good at that shit.
All right,
I'm gonna hit you with the hey, with the eyes. Yup.
All right, so I'm not really good with the whole DM stuff because like certain girls love the hey.
You ain't trying to end up in a group chat.
That's a fact.
I never want to end up in a group chat.
Certain girls, you gotta reply to their stories. Certain girls, you get to wait in because when you reply to the stories, they just say such and such reply to your story, so they don't see your message. So they have to click. They have to click on the DM to see what you wrote. So you better come strong with whatever you do, because when you hit them with the regular DMs, they can preview it, they can see it, and they could automatically like chop you. You get put on a chopping block. So my tip is to reply to the story, so they can have to open up your message and see what you wrote. But you better come with a good message or a good little conversation starter. My tips before shooting your shot: if you're looking at her IG, all right, you see how many followers she got, and she got a lot of followers. There's a lot of niggas in that IG. You gotta separate yourself, King. You gotta separate yourself, King.
What will make her respond to you?
Now and then this is when you know what type of tier baddie that you have. If she has less than 20 posts on her IG and she has multiple highlights of her going to places, prepare to spend your money, King. Prepare to come talking about spending your money, King. Do not come there broke pocket trying to do the little Dutch for Dutch, because this girl get flued out. You see, you gotta check the highlight reels too, and also you gotta check the tag photos. She don't got 0 tags. She's a veteran. She's a veteran at this. Please, King, listen to us. She's a veteran. She knows how to work Instagram very well. She's not lackadaisical on her Instagram. She knows to filter out the bad photos of her, because that's when you could tell how shorty really looks like outside of her feed post is her tag photos of her friends. That's her friends post of her. What you got, Slick?
Bro, I told you, I am nowhere near expert on this. I wouldn't even know where to start with it. I've been DM-ed before, though. Like, girls used to try to pull up in the DMs crazy back in the day. I'm just saying. They be like, oh, was you? They hit you like, oh, I just seen you somewhere. Like, yo, were you just at? Yeah, it was like, what's good? Oh, you come? Well, you sitting up? Like, they used to literally hit you with the pull-ups. Like, yo, it was like, damn.
This is Mr. Bitches over here.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Relax. I'm just saying, like, the DM dives. Like, I've never been good at it. Like, I feels weird. It's like, yo, I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna catch you like in the party. That's how I DM dive. Like, oh, you got to be at the function. Oh, you going to this? That was my shit back. Like, yo, you going to this? I bet. And I get that. I'm gonna link you.
I was never good with the, because it's like unwritten rule of like she likes 3 of your photos.
Oh yeah, you gotta hit back.
Or you like 3 of her photos, and then you eligible to shoot your shot. I was never good at that. I'm the story reply nigga.
Nah, I was definitely like a 3. You send 3, I like 3. You like 3 back. It's like, all right, though, the door is open. You going to the function? I bet I'm gonna see you there. Say less.
Yeah, but you gotta know what caliber girl you with.
100%.
And what DM.
100%.
She got a lot of followers. She got highlights.
If you see K after any amount of, just play later, King. It's not your time.
Yeah,
you gotta catch us. You gotta catch us somewhere else. Her DMs is already flooded.
You see her highlight reel on her page. If she has a bunch of trips in it, bro,
you are not the one.
Come on now. If you're not a baller shot caller, know your boundaries, King. You feel me?
Don't get embarrassed out in these streets.
She got less than 20 posts. You know what it is already. She not new to this. She true to this.
Mm-hmm. She's like, yo, this is what I want you to see. Just understand. I'm not even trying to entertain y'all.
And I recently saw a girl who don't even accept you sending her message through her story. So I'm just like, oh shit, she got niggas off the backboard shooting at her. They coming from all angles. So you gotta separate yourself some way, somehow.
About to say,
it's a little bit of luck though. You gotta let her. You gotta say something. It's nothing. We can't really give you exactly what to say per se, because like different girls, you know, like different stuff. Some girls like to hey, what's up?
I was a real man. I was like, if you gonna talk to me, let's have this conversation. But I was never reaching. I don't do over rejection. I ain't going front. I'm that type of nigga. Like, you reject me, damn, I got.
Oh, and shout out to the niggas who rejecting these girls, because these girls gotta feel the pain too. Like, girls be acting like, yo, rejection. You reject a girl.
Women have supreme confidence. It don't matter. She could look like a big toe. She's pulling up on Drake. I'm not saying she could have a great personality. Sorry, lady. She could have a great, but it's like, you could be like, visually, you just don't do it. And she's gonna pull up on you like she the baddest chick out here and shit. With the amount of right amount of tequila, I might believe you. Like, come on, Shrek, let's go. All right, fuck it, let's go.
But that's true though. But shout out to guys who rejecting girls. Girls gotta feel the heat sometimes. Like, girls gotta understand, like, you can't just pull up on niggas just like that. You know, but the last one we wanted to play this
video is hilarious. But open. You got to preface it. This is a video of a young lady. Basically, you know, we call women crazy when they be doing too much or they be asking stuff us. When we swear to God, we done told you we don't want this, right? But this is a woman's response. Shout out to the DMs that this was sent to.
Open. Spit in your butt. Spit in your butt. Little thumb to the butt. Spit in the butt. Go lower. Eat the pussy. Come back out. Hit you like this here. Mine. Leg up. One arm on neck. One arm on frontal. Your frontal off. Neil, 3 days later, you in front of his mom's house crying. He asking you why you being weird. Why you being weird to me? You said you wanted to get married. When I say that, when you had the lace up with your hand on my neck and the hand on the frontal, then you was telling me shit. I want to marry you. I want to change your life. I want you to get a life insurance policy on me. Because I'm running in the streets real stupid. That's what I heard you say. Nut ass nigga.
Yo,
you gotta be careful.
Them pillow talk get you in so much trouble. That's a fact. She said, "Spit in the butt, thumb in the butt." You said you wanted to marry me.
You gotta be careful, fellas. Like, yo, you give a girl a dope fiend dick,
don't be surprised when she fiending.
But you know what I love is when the girl been curving you, and you finally link up and you finally hit, and now
you gotta dust that pussy off.
And then now she all of a sudden got the time of the day for anything for you now.
Yo, you hungry? I'm gonna send breakfast to your job. What? You just wasn't responding to my calls like a month ago. Who the fuck? Oh, like, you gotta be like, oh, that's right. I was inside. I was all up in your stomach. My fault.
That's a fact. Like, yo, it was hard. It took me a couple of tries to link you, but now you talking about you open this whole weekend. Like, yo, you want me to pull up?
Like, I'm trying to go to Puerto Rico in a couple weeks. I just wondered if you wanted to go. I mean, I got the room. You just gotta get your flight. Oh, I fucked the shit out you. Oh, I tore you up, huh? Yeah. Let me see. I mean, I gotta check my schedule.
You feel me? You gotta put the extra sauce on that shit.
Because you could talk to the crazy, and they just be like, I was like, yo, what is wrong? Like, I'm disrespecting you. Leave me.
Yo, now they watching your story to see what you post. Now you post like a funny stuff talking about a lot of girl or something. Oh, that's one of your hoes that you fucking.
Oh,
where was all this energy beforehand? But now,
back then you didn't want me. I blew it back up. Now you want me. Relax.
Now you know I pulled a little frontal off. I choked you a little bit. Now you claiming me out here.
I'm about to say, put some rose petals on the bed and shit. Got you to telly, and now you in love with a nigga, and I just like you. I just like you. I think you're cute.
Yo, fellas, you gotta be careful giving dope Dean dick out here though, because these girls.
Because it's like, ladies, not saying that it don't have like y'all don't just pull up on a nigga that was fronting on y'all put it on them. But 9 times out of 10, you put it on them, it's just like, all right, bet you's fire. We want to do that again. I'm not.
Wait, hold on. I gotta stop you there, King. Because when you get some good cooch, bro, I ain't gonna lie. What bill you need to get paid, mama?
You out here paying a con ed?
Nah. What bill you need to get paid, mama? Electricity? You feel me? Gas, water?
You are a wild boy.
Yo, you got car payments? Nah, your shit was a juice box.
You are a wild boy. Never have I ever in the history of this lifetime been in that position where I'm paying a bill. Most you might get is some crab legs. Relax.
Hold on, my mama. Come on now. Like, what you doing out here? Where you at? I miss you. I love you. You just gotta do. Come on now, juice box. Come on, King.
I just might call back. That's where I just might.
Oh, now you being bold. Now come on. Now you never got some good cooch that you was just like.
But it ain't changed my life. Good. It's just like
that shit was a lake. You feel me? You just shit like lake. Tennecock, whatever the Lake Michigan out here. You feel me? Just
I've had some fire. I'll just say it's just like, all right, well, when you leaving, we gonna do this again. Just pull up tonight. That was always the follow up conversation. It was never like I was never like, I'm gonna give you a meal swipe. You hungry? Like
no soul snatchers out here that made you be like,
I'm not saying
shit.
I'm
curly
not
fried toes. You like, oh Jesus.
No fire, but I'm just saying I ain't never been on some. Oh, now she done changed my life. Now I gotta change. No, thank you. Come again. I didn't know. What the fuck? I'm just saying, but for the ladies, and he just know if you was curving him and get that first attempt, he is going to try to deliver just off the strength of like.
Oh, that's a fact.
Because he want to be in control.
Oh yeah, it's my ego now. Because you wasn't trying to link me before. Now, now I got the chance, and you finally let me in. Oh, this is for the game. I'm busting out the big three.
I'm all set. And I'm putting my thumb in your butt.
And spinning it.
I'm putting my thumb in your butt.
And I'm getting the royal honey. And I'm going to town now. I have something to prove. You feel me? This is like the Jordan flu game. You feel me? Like I gotta shoot to kill. You feel me?
About to say.
If you not banging my phone line asking for dick again, I ain't do a good job.
I'm about to say, I better see you out. You just start smiling like, yo, you trying to leave? I just got here. What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking? I literally just walked in. I know if I was thinking we'd go do some things, you know. All right.
Oh, you know what's best when the next morning she look at you and she just say, I hate you.
you dad give me tight.
You did your job, King. Mission accomplished, King. When she did that.
I'm about to say, she slept without the bonnet on. She was ready. She's like, fuck it.
Oh, yeah. Yo, it's like, we gonna bring this back.
I'm about to say, watch the video. You might learn something, gentlemen.
Facts. You feel me? All right, though. You feel me? Like always, please follow us on all social media at Thismightnotgowell. If you have any business deals, branding deals, opportunities, email us at thismightnotgowell@gmail.com. I'm your host, BBZ Zone.
It's your boy, Slick Grayson. Have a good one. Be safe. We out of here.